Dale, your dad, of course, won his last race here. What do you remember from that day, and were you among the drivers he passed in that charge?
Yeah. Marty Smith wrote a good article on it this week. I was sitting behind Mike Skinner. We were in single file line on the inside. Mike was protecting the bottom, and I was going to sit there until the last lap and try to pass him. And Dad's line formed on the outside and was coming, and I could see him in the mirror getting, knocking off a few guys each corner, getting closer toward the lead. And then I had to decide whether I was going to try to pass Mike now and then maybe battle my dad for the lead, which was probably the best thing I could have done. Was I going to push Mike, try to work hard, and because once their line got to ours had been kind of stagnant for a while. I think ours would have sort of rejuvenated itself and began to maybe battle back. And so I knew that pushing Mike Skinner past Daddy was not going to work well. I think I was riding home with Daddy anyways, so I didn't have a plane then, I don't think. But I knew he wouldn't have wanted me to do that, and he, we can't communicate at that moment, but you're just thinking of about a million things. Like, he's passing me. Part of me is pulling for him. The other part of me is thinking, I'm not in the situation I want to be in, because I thought I was just going to have to try to pass Mike. That was the only thing I had to worry about till the end of the race. Now, our lane's not the lead lane. What do I got to do to get our lane back into the lead? So it now is again against me and Mike. But Dad, I don't want to push Mike in our lane past Dad, and so I started running. I started not pushing Mike. Started lifting. So, and then our line really started falling. And then I decided coming through the tribal that I was going to pass Mike, and I went to the bottom, and he stayed against the apron. So he said basically at that point, if you're going to pass me, you're going into this corner on the apron. And that wasn't going to work. I was going to wreck myself and Mike and everyone else. So I had to lift. And when I lifted to get back in line, and I fell to like 14th place. Of course, we had already lost about 5 or 6 spots to Dad's line. But it was a mess. So I just sort of self-destructed mentally when all that was happening, because I didn't know exactly what I should do, what Tony Sr. wanted me to do on the pit box, what Dad wanted me to do. And but he won the race, so it worked out for him, and that was good. I mean, it was a hell of a comeback, and it's great for Kenny Wallace. He seems to really enjoy being a part of that story, and he's such a great guy, and he has a lot of respect for Dad. So it's great to hear that story. I hate to think about how it went for me, because I wanted to win the race. We were just starting to sort of understand our strength at DEI as a plate track powerhouse, and we began to win races after that. But I'd like to try it again. I wish we could do it again, because I think I would have done a lot of things differently.